Coin aficionados, and welcome to Phil and Zane Coin Channel. Today we have a big bunch of 2 pesos from the Philippines. And so let's start with this one right here on top. And doesn't this look exactly like the new 1 peso coin? Except it's a little bit different. So let's move everything out of the way and let's take a look at it. So here's the 1991. And you can see right on the front it says 1991. And here's the modern 1 peso right here. You can see, if we look at it and we look at both of them, we see that this man is facing to the left, this man's facing to the right. We see the BSP sign here. We see this one says Republica ng Pilipinas, 1 peso, Jose Rizal, 2015. And this one says Republica ng Pilipinas, Andres Bonifacio, 1991. And if we put these coins up next to each other, we see that they are almost exactly the same size. They are the same height. If we put them right next to each other, you see they're the same height. They do have different, if we look at the edges, the reading on the edges is different, and this one's a little bit thicker. So the modern 1 peso coin is a little tiny bit bigger, but look what's on the back of this one. It's a 2 peso. So this 1991, even though it looks really similar, it has Andres Bonifacio on it instead of Jose Rizal. See, here's Jose Rizal, Andres Bonifacio. And if we go on to the back, we have the BSP, or Banco Central Pilipinas, here, 1993. And then on the back of this one, we have the coconut palm, and it says 2 peso. So from 1983 until 1990, they made this coin right here. But guess what? They made it in a bigger coin. So here's the 1983 to 1990 2 peso coin. Here we have it again, Andres Bonifacio. Turn it over. Andres Bonifacio. Republic ng Pilipinas, 1983. We see the BSP there. And then we see this kind of funny dodecagonal, a 10-sided shape here. And then on the back we see the coconut palm and the 2 pesos. So what happened here? We have all this kind of weird stuff going on. We have a 10-sided coin that became a round coin that was essentially the same size as the modern 1 peso coin. 2 peso, 2 peso, 1 peso. And what did we have here? Well, we just had kind of a weird series of events in the Philippines. In 1983, they came out with this 2 peso coin, and it's a copper nickel coin that weighs 12 grams. And that coin was made initially, and they made it not quite in a rush, but they made it very quickly because they wanted to replace this 2 peso note. And so they wanted to have a large, heavy coin to show everybody how much it was worth. And so when they replaced the 2 peso note, they made this big old coin here, the 1983 2 peso coin. But then in 1990, they said, let's make it a little smaller because it's so big. So in 1990, they changed it to stainless steel. So remember, this one here is a big heavy coin. It is a 12-gram copper nickel coin. 12 grams of copper nickel. In 1991, they started with this 2 peso coin, and it's a 5-gram stainless steel. So they went from copper nickel to stainless steel, same backside, same front side, except of course this one's a 10-sided one. Now, they only made this coin until 1994, and it's unclear to me why they stopped. One of the things that probably made them stop was this coin was so similar to the other 1 peso coins that it caused a lot of confusion. So if we look at one of the older 1 peso coins, here's an old 1 peso from 1997. And look at the size of that versus the size of this. Again, very similar size, a little bit wider. And you can see how this coin and this coin could easily get confused in your pocket. You just wouldn't know what you had. A little bit different weight, so they won't work the same in the machines. But the 2-peso note, when they first got rid of it, they stopped making this, and then in 1985 they said you couldn't use it anymore. In 1983 they made this coin, and they made this coin for 8 years, and then they said, let's change it to a smaller 2-peso coin, and they made this coin here for 4 years, and then they said these are not going to be any good anymore. So in 1998 they said neither one of these coins is any good. We got rid of all of the 2-peso coins, and from 1998 on they only had 1-peso coins. So here's some of the, from 1994 on they only had 1-peso coins, and then of course they got rid of the old 2-peso coins in 1998. So from 1998 on they actually took all those 2 pesos out of circulation. So here's this 96, there's a 97, there's a 2000, a 2015. But remember, these are Jose Rizal coins, and the 2-peso coins were Andres Bonifacio coins. So Andres Bonifacio was taken off the coins completely in 1994. All right, that's all we have today from the Phil and Sing Coin Channel. We'd love to have you subscribe to our channel and leave any comments you might have in the comments section.